We know how irritable and shy Cézanne was. He only liked to paint human beings when the sitters were, apart from himself, his wife, who was patient and resigned, friends, servants, and his gardeners. The sittings were long, so the pose had to be simple. The card players is no exception. Cézanne made 5 versions, one with 5 people, 3 players and 2 spectators, one with 4 persons, 3 players and 1 spectator, and 3 times 2 persons only. The first 2 pictures had a decor as well as their many figures. In both there are hangings and a pipe rack with 4 pipes. In other versions, which are much barer, not only have the spectators and the third player vanished, but the accessories have gone as well. There is nothing to attract the eye but the players.
In Syria, in a little village called Kafrun Bashur, we have a huge sort of tree, and where people gather lunchtime there because to sit in the shade. So I was working with as a guard with a man who usually buys apples, and I got the gardens for him, and I saved enough to buy a bicycle. I was the first man who bought a bicycle in that town. And I had to teach everybody how to ride a bicycle. So I bought myself an alarm clock, a big alarm clock, and we used that tree as the sort of center for gathering there. And then I'll set the alarm and start teaching them and charge them per hour. And all of a sudden, there was this man coming with his truck loaded with wheat to the village, and something went wrong with the truck, and we were all gathering there to see what he was doing. And he was fixing the truck, and all of a sudden a piece of metal fell on his finger, and he cut his little finger, and then it was bleeding so badly, and he wouldn't know what to do. So at the end he gets sick of it. He just chopped the finger off and threw it away. And then my eldest brother, Mufid, he ran away and picked up the finger and threw it along. And we were started looking at it and put it on the ground and see if it moves. The Lebanese people are sort of famous for when they are happy and having parties, they usually start shooting machine guns in the air. I remember we went to this wedding, and although in the area where pistols and guns were not allowed, and all of a sudden one started shooting, and everybody started shooting, and we could hardly walk on the floor because of the empty bullets. This is usually when there is a big party, they show that they are happy by shooting. On the other hand, they show that they are in grief. If somebody dies who is very important, like the time when the president of Egypt died, I was working in the hospital then as an admitting officer in the emergency room. We had 17 people dead and 120 injured just because of shooting in the air and empty bullets falling on the air.
all inside. You know? A few weeks later, there's come a bill. Letter. You look at the letter, upside down, other side. Couldn't work out anything. They throw it in the rubbish. 2 or 3 weeks later, another bill comes. A big bill too, you know? So he again throw it in the rubbish. Said the 4th time, well, they got summoned. He rushed to me, said, look, big policeman come, the door, you know, had to sign. What's the matter? Look at it, about nearly £200. It was pound time. What have you done? What have you bought? I said, I bought nothing. I didn't get nothing at all. I looked at it, I said, books, some books. I said, books? These people are crooks. They gave it to me free. I got those books free. What do you mean free? He said, the man come. I took him inside, I offered him a cup of coffee. He said, he's going to send me something. He sent me those books. You sure? He said, I have to go to court. Oh, I don't care. I got to court. So we got to court. At the court, he took his beads, walks up and down. Sit down. No, this fellow is crook. In the crook business. And the judge, he said, Mr. You know, yes? He said, you bought some books, you need to pay for them. Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I said, but you have to pay for those books. Yes? Me, Arabic. Me, Arabic speak. Me, Arabic. But you have to pay for the books. You sign for the books. Yes, thank you. Hey, what's that? I said, you know, interpreter. No. You must pay for these books. Thank you. So I said, they must have an interpreter. So they sent for an interpreter. He comes in. I said, he explained to him. He said, tell him, I speak Arabic. If this man, salesman, come to me with an Arabic, I can explain to him. But he came to me with an English. I'm Arabic. I cannot understand not one word English, so it's his bad luck. Right? Mr. Hanna, out you go.
New leader.
New leader, eh?
Another 10.
Check.
You right? 2. يلا اعملها 60. اسبوع من ولا ايه؟
طول بالك مش دورك انت. هاي 20 هلا اعملها 60 زي ما هاي 60.
They brought a memory back with them. Carl, that's an Anturine, isn't it?
That's Anturine, that's right. And that's, as you can see, those people there was given an honour of all the people from overseas. Our village people was in the village. Most of those people...
Is that like a welcome to the village thing?
Well, this is it. You know how they done it. You know, let's invite everybody there and their nearest king. You see, there's people from Australia, that's my brother there, that's Antoine who's from Brazil, Mrs. Rai from Sydney, Badi Anisi, Hamid, Sam, they're all from Australia, from Sydney and Adelaide.
And then, the army's in command of the airport, and sort of they look after you, and I went in there after I got my cases, eventually, and I asked them, what are the chances of grabbing one of these taxi drivers to get home safely? Is it safe enough? And he said, it depends on what religion you are. Oh. So it happened that I'm a Druze and my wife is a Christian. Halfway through, he doesn't tell you anything about the prices or anything. You just get into the car, oh, you feel you're a king. And then halfway through, he says to me, you know that this trip is going to cost you a lot? And I thought it might cost me my life because the word a lot mentions a lot. It's a pretty well match. And he says, oh, around 200 Lebanese pounds. I said to him, as long as you get me home safely, you can get what you want. My father came out to greet us and everything, kisses, and then he shifted the bags for us. Father asked him, how much do you want? And he says, well, 250 Lebanese pounds. My brother was shocked. He says, what? 250 Lebanese pounds? Yes. That's how much it cost him to come from Australia to Lebanon.
I think it was 1969, 69, 70, when Sleiman Frangieh was elected as a president, and the parliament house was surrounded with people from Zagarta, and once they heard that Sleiman Frangieh is the president, you had to block your ears from the shooting. And then when we went back home, when we were sitting on the about the 8th floor of the building, and everybody is shooting everywhere. People who like Sleiman Frangieh as a president, they start shooting because they were enjoying his being a president, and the people who do not like that he was a president, they were shooting because they were so cross that he became the president. So they sort of wanted to express their temperament by just shooting in the air, and you could hear shooting everywhere. And the funny part, no police, nobody just did anything about it. We had people shouting from across the building where we were shooting ourselves, and they being crossed that they couldn't sleep because it was about after 1 o'clock at night, and nobody paid attention, and they even behaved that they rang the police, and the police wouldn't even come.
الشوط مع كبة كبة بيني وبينه عيالك لا خلينا كبة معي كبة معي بس بستوني دينارين كله كبة